Beans Grant, thanks for the 300 bits. They give that to people in the krypton factor. Beans Grant, to quote it correctly, it's a krypton factor, the guy says. The krypton factor.
Do you see that, John? Keep it on. Do you see that, John? I worked that out when I was 14. I got obsessed with it, and by 14 and a half, I'd accomplished the Rubik Cube with
the Rubik
from
Cube.
Anybody. No instructions, no guidance.
I mean, the Rubik Cube isn't completely incorrect because the guy is Rubik. That guy is called Rubik. Thingy Rubik. You know, it's not R-U-B-I-X or anything. Terry Rubik, not Craig.
I give them that on the krypton factor, and none of them.
Now, is he saying krypton ended with an M?
That on the krypton factor.
I think he's saying krypton.
They give them that on the krypton factor, and none of them could do it. Jimmy Birkby can do it, and I'll just tell you this: I solved this before I was 14 and a half. And I can solve the COVID-19 scam. I've asked over 400 people what COVID-19 stands for, and not one can tell me. Even pharmacists in your Bootsers and your Superdrug. I'll tell you what it stands for: Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19. It was put in at the back end of November last year to get in place for death certificates. So you, John, if you fell over and banged your head on a curb, COVID would go on your death certificate, son.
Bang.
Because there's no paperwork to do.
No paperwork. Because there's no paperwork. Do you get it? Because there's no paperwork. Do you know what I mean? They brought it in to cut down on the paperwork. Do you know what I mean? There's no paperwork.
And I'll tell you this. About 4 months ago, they were saying how bad masks are for you. If you buy a packet of masks in bulk, it states on the masks that they're bad for your health, just like a packet of cigarettes. You need 21% oxygen to survive, as I'm talking. Oxygen's coming out. A lot of these older people, they're putting these masks on. It's dampening the lungs, shattering their immune system, and shattering the nervous system. And I'll tell you now, it's building up carbon dioxide. And it's going to kill them, John. So I'm just going to tell you this. It's a scam. It's an absolute fucking scam.
There you are. That is that. 21% oxygen is passing between me and you right now. As we speak, we need 21% oxygen as it's passing between me and you. As we speak right now, 21%. You stick a mask on, builds up carbon dioxide, it's going to kill him, John. You gotta kill him. Kill him. Here's one where you can build up a lot of carbon dioxide. See the pain you feel? That bursting feeling? Did you know that's not actual lack of oxygen? That's actually the build-up of carbon dioxide. Did you know that? Did you know that? That actually is true. That there's true. What you just saw there's a lot of shite, but that actually is true. The pain, the kind of painful feeling of that is a build up of carbon dioxide. I can't remember how I fucking got onto it. I think I was reading about holding your breath and swimming and stuff like that. Of course you need fucking oxygen, but that painful feeling is actually carbon dioxide building up. Something like that. You might want to double check. I think. Woodley, thanks for the sub. This week was wonderful.
Do you see that, John? Keep it on. Do you see that, John? I worked that out when I was 14. I got obsessed with it, and by 14 and a half, I'd accomplished a Rubik Cube with no help from anybody, no instructions, no guidance. They give them that on the Krypton factor, and none of them could do it. There's no guidance. They give them that on the Krypton factor, and none of them could do it.
On the Krypton factor. The Krypton factor.
Jimmy Birkby can do it, and I'll just tell you this, I solved this before I was 14 and a half, and I can solve the COVID-19 scam.
Scam!
I've asked over 400 people what COVID-19 stands for, and not one can tell me. Even pharmacists in your Bootsers and your Superdrug. I'll tell you what it stands for, Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19. It was put in Certificate of I'll tell you what it stands for, Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19.
Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19.
I'll tell you what it stands for, Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19. It was
Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19.
So you, John, if you fell over and banged your head on a curb, COVID would go on your death.
Right, let's go into this bit.
So I'm just going to tell you this. It's a scam. It's an absolute fucking scam.
It's a scam. It's an absolute fucking scam. Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19. It's an absolute fucking scam. I saw, I got to give credit to Zaffa Cakes for doing the first. I didn't actually see him solve it. I saw him do like the last wee bit. I didn't actually see him solve it. Absolute fucking scam. Can I just say, absolute fucking scam. We've got a new game this morning, everybody. So Spearsy, thanks for the sub. I should have subbed way earlier with my Prime sub, but clearly I wasn't tough enough. Thanks for showing me the way, Limmy, you're a diamond, thank you very much. Vobble, thanks to tier 2, 22-month 3 sub. Worst person in the world, thanks for the sub. Keep on keeping on. The party next month, party for the world next month, everybody. Hankenstein, thanks for the sub. Take me away in your magic. Bit of trucking coming up, I think. Kaleidocray, what? Is this the stream of Harson? I don't know what caused that noise, I just switched it off and on again. The co-pilot, thanks for the sub. I'll never forget my boss at Forza for turning me on to Limmy. Motley Grew, thanks for the sub. Just got the work from home order till 2021. It's an absolute fucking scam. I'll tell you what it stands for. Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19. That's what I think. Maybe that's why he points like that. He's a good darts player, like that. It stands for Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19. It's a scam, an absolute fucking scam. I learned how to do that Rubik Cube at 14 half. Certificate of Vaccination Identification 19 were brought in back end of November last year in place of this certificate. You fall and bang your head in the ground. COVID, go your death certificate. COVID. COVID. What was the question? New character? No, a fucking existing character. A real person. What was the question? Close to family? Aye, of course. Just say aye.